Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. You might notice the webcam, bit weird, right? Yeah, my plan was to actually record this live. This is Gobbo's Tournament of Tournaments that I played in on Sunday, so I guess yesterday, I think this one is going up today. Anyway, whatever. Well, I guess it is today, for whenever it is, for you. Mind blown. So anyway, yeah, I'm playing Beastman. I'm playing Beastman throughout the entire thing, and my plan was to actually record this live, but I just reinstalled Windows, and it was the first time I'd loaded the game, and all my graphic settings were wrong, so the game looked hideous. So, yeah, believe it or not, this game can look hideous. But yeah, but not now. It looks beautiful now, so that's fine. So we're going to pretend that I'm doing this live, sort of. So, that's the plan. So, here, Beastman. Beastman for the whole tournament. And I have Ungor Spearmen in the front. Got some Gore Herds as backup, bit more damage dealers. They've all got shields, though, so gutter runners and things aren't going to be a problem. I'm against Soremis, by the way, who's playing Skaven. And so anyway, got some Butchers of Kalkengard. These guys will be able to demolish basically anything they touch, especially with buffs from the Beast Lord. And the Beast Lord, I love him. You might have seen in a recent replay, I've shown him off. He's lovely. I really like him. He's got Apocalyptic Vision, so plus 26 melee attack. And he's got Horn of the First Beast. So, you know, another plus 26 melee attack. Stack those together, and anything can kill anything. It's wonderful. I love this guy. So, also, I have some Poison Warhounds. I have some Centaurs of Great Weapons. I have a British Shaman of Death, Doom and Darkness. Great for low leadership factions. So, I love that. Also, Spirit Leech is really good for, you know, Doom Wheels, or even Rat Ogres to an extent, and Lords, and, well, anything small. So, it's pretty damn good. I love this guy. Very useful. Also, more Centaurs of Great Weapons, and more Chaos Warhounds with Poison. So, obviously, I'm going to have to micro the crap out of these guys. They're very fragile. Gutter runners can do a lot of damage to Centaurs. They just don't have the armor to hold up against sort of cheap fire. So I need to keep these guys moving a lot. Also, I have a Razor God Chariot. This is a bit of a gamble, honestly. I'm not happy that I brought this guy. They can do great against Skaven if Skaven bring all infantry, but against Beastmen, there's so much stuff that can just roll over infantry that, yeah, he was bound to bring some mass in his front line. And if we have a look, he absolutely did. He has 4 units of Rat Ogres in this front line, which is just criminal. He's also got 2 Doom Wheels, and he's got a Grey Seer Plague on the Screaming Bell, so he's got a lot of mass here, an awful lot of mass, so trying to punch through any of that with chariots is just pointless. So, oh, I do have some Harpies as well, to try and help shut down artillery, but Skaven artillery has a nasty habit of just refusing to stop firing even when they're under attack, which is very frustrating. So, anyway. So, load of just clan rats in the front line, you know, with shields, so just clan rats are fine, honestly, with all this backup from the Rat Ogres, they're going to hold pretty well. Also, you can see he's got a load of cheap sort of slave unit. He's got 1 clan rat spears, and then the rest is Skaven slave spears and slingers, all protecting this warp lightning cannon. So there's just so much stuff here to bog me down if I try and go for it. So, yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, and a Warlock Engineer, did I mention him? Anyway, so we're going to charge in. So straight away, the Warp Lightning Cannon is going to shoot at the Butchers of Kalkengard, because these guys are just monstrous. They can do so much damage. Ooh, beautiful dodge. Well played. So, trying to probe the outsides here. So, Brave Shaman of Death. Already beginning to Spirit Leech things, so start to Spirit Leech the Rat Ogres, because you can see it does do a fair bit of damage. So hopefully I can get through him a bit quicker. Obviously there's the Lord over here and more Rat Ogres, but you know, I kind of want to buff the Butchers of Kalkengard to do all that damage, and, you know, I do have other units coming in like the Gore Herd, they should help, but I used the buffs over here. Why did I use them here? The Beast Lord should have been over here. I think I clicked on the unit card to do it, thinking that he was going to be in this engagement, but he wasn't, so I've wasted it completely. So the Butchers of Kalkengard are now completely outnumbered, and they're just going to get torn to pieces, and straight away you can see my Gore Herd have been terrified away, because their leadership's just not going to hold against all this nonsense. So, already, I've basically just sacrificed my Butchers of Kalkengard, which are my best damage dealers, and I've wasted all those attack buffs, just buffing some Spearmen that were going to get terrified away straight away anyway. So, it's pretty pathetic, honestly. That early engagement, awful. So, Chariots are trying to probe. Over on this side, the Gore Herd are actually holding off these Rat Ogres fairly well. So I'm going to get a nice rear charge with the Centaurs to try and help do some damage to all this stuff. And you see it does do significant damage. So I've got Hounds trying to get into the back, some Spearmen trying to get through here, but This is not going to work out great. He just has too many units here. And he's still firing into all my units. My Butchers and Captain Guard down to 5 models, so even if they regenerate a load, they're never going to have that much health, and it's going to be easier to kill more models, because the damage will be less spread out between them. So, pretty screwed there. Use a Doom and Darkness. For some reason, I used an Overcast Doom and Darkness. Their leadership wasn't low enough for me to capitalise on that. So that was a waste. I should have just used more Spirit Leech, but I'm kind of panicking at this point, because I've already made so many poor decisions in this game. Not only the build, but also everything I've done. Yeah, not good. Not good first game. Really should have had a warm-up, because this is a poor show. So here, I avoid some of the Warp Lightning there, but not all of it. But more rats being summoned. The Doom Wheel basically taken care of, which is nice. Getting some good damage on it with the Beast Lord. And Bray Shaman trying to skirt out, and I'm bogging this stuff down with a Razor Gore Chariot, because I don't really have much other uses for him. So here, trying to get some, cycle charges going with the Centaurs, and I am getting some good damage in with them, to be honest. Over here, managed to wrap up this stuff, and annoyingly, my Gore Herd, that would have been really useful to send up here to help break through these guys, no, they're chasing clan rats away. So that's really annoying. That is really dumb. Oh dear. So more stupid decisions in this one. I'm afraid this was not my best game. So anyway, Gore Herd coming in. Warlock Engineer, here's in combat, so everything's being sapped, and now a beautiful Scorch is going to go straight down the line. And I did not see that coming. I did not see that, so I did not avoid it. So more rats being summoned, another Spirit Leech on the Grey Seer, and the Grey Seer is super damaged right now. It would not take much to deal with him, but there's enough Rat Ogres in here to basically bog me down, so I can't just charge him, kill him, and get out of there, which is annoying. And the Doom Wheel came back. Oh, Doom Wheels. Anyway, Razor Gore Chariot's running away. I've got my Centaurs back online. They need to come in. I was so busy having to micro what I could see that I actually neglected a lot of my units that were rallying, which is, again, not good. And the Bray Shaman doesn't hold up against, not the Bray Shaman, sorry, the Beast Lord, does not hold up against artillery fire at all. Butchers of Captain Guard got charged back in a desperate attempt to do something. And now I'm trying to charge in with everything. But you can see my Bray Shaman is really injured. Those Harpies, they've got terrified. But you see I do have some Centaurs charging in. And they're getting some good damage on him. But more rats are summoned to try and spare him. Only 81 health left though. Only 81. That is nothing. And he goes down. But everything's already terrified and breaking. So, it's not great. And here, more fire being thrown at my Beast Lord, who is super damaged. This isn't looking good for him at all, and he's a big target on that chariot. He's not the quickest thing in the world. I mean, 70 is pretty good, but avoiding artillery fire forever, that's not great. So here, I'm trying to send the Razor Gore Chariots up. The plan was, if they don't chase me, to just charge into here and try and shut this down, because I realised the Warp Lightning Cannon still had a ton of ammunition, just too much ammunition. So I'm going to try and get in there, or if they chase me, I'm just going to keep running away. I'm just going to keep running, so that way the rest of my units can regroup. Because I do have a pretty significant amount of units left. Oh, they just shattered. Never mind. Anyway, Bray Shaman, I have him hiding in the forest, but he can't hide in forests, so that's sort of pointless. My bad. At least, some of the trees might block some fire, so that's something. But Razor Gore Chariots are actually getting caught up to, which is annoying. So they're still going to run. And now he sees that I'm regrouping, so he's going to regroup too. He doesn't need to chase the Razor Gore Chariots with everything. And they do actually break just under Caveman Slave Slinger fire. Oh god, come on guys. What are you doing to me? So anyway, I got some hounds that are coming back, so that's something. These guys start to regroup, but the artillery oh no, Beast Lord's already dead, sorry. I missed that. Yeah, they sniped out the Beast Lord. I couldn't avoid it. Now they're sniping out the Bray Shaman. And yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do anymore. That's it. It's all over, guys. It's all over. Yeah, I'd hate to make a list of all the things I did wrong here. It's a big list. This was not good. I really should have had a warm-up game before this tournament. But, I really get my act together in the later games. This was definitely, yeah, not great. Not great, guys. Not great. But yeah, I just completely brought the wrong build, I think. I would have been better to have some Centaurs with throwing axes. Just more Centaurs in general would have been really useful. The Harpies, they were never really going to do much, because you can never really stop Skaven artillery unless you actually just kill everything around it. So, yeah, throwing axes would have been great to get in the back line. I could have kept at a distance so the Warlock Engineer wouldn't be able to get huge value constantly. And yeah, I could have harassed the Rat Ogres from range. Even just some Ungor Raiders in this build would have been brilliant. Just a couple, I mean, the Razor Gore Chariot, drop that, bring a couple of Ungor Raiders, and I would have had a bit of change too. That would have probably done it, honestly, if I'd played it properly, well, yeah, get rid of the Harpies, get rid of the Razor Gore Chariot, add a unit of Centicles with throwing axes, and then, yeah, the other unit that I said. Sorry, I just got up. But yeah, I don't know. This build doesn't work. It's just not a good build against Skaven, honestly. I went all in for sort of infantry crushing with a bit of insurance for Doom Wheels, but that was never really going to do it. And yeah, I used my buffs wrong. I left things that had rallied just lying around doing nothing for too long. I wasted a load of Winds of Magic doing an Overcast Doom and Darkness on a load of stuff that was totally comfortable. Just a lot of silly mistakes. Yeah, don't do all those silly mistakes. You know, I might have even won with this if I hadn't have just wasted most of my units. So, bit of a pity, guys. But, you know, these things happen. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, at the very least. And, Ceremis, well played. I do really like this build against Beastmen, actually. I think this is really solid against Beastmen. The fact he can summon more rats to get rear charges on things. He's got all the rat ogres for the mass. He's got the warp lightning cannon to shoot things down, you know, of value, like Minotaurs. Really good. I really like this build. I think it's really solid. So, I was definitely outplayed there. So yeah, Ceremis, fantastic, man, fantastic. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be, you know, more of the tournament, where I promise I don't mess up this badly for any more of the tournament. So yeah, should be a little bit more on form for that. So we'll see. So anyway, guys, yeah, like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.